My last 2 videos were about people who needed help buying stuff for their nerds and fiber artist beloveds. This video is for you, the person who's being bought for. Steel yourself, because you may not get what you want. And that's okay. I need you to come on a journey with me because I have had my heart broken so many times by having expectations about what I wanted to get for the holidays. I have been told by actions and gifts that have been gotten for me that people don't listen to me and don't pay attention to me. So this is what I'm doing, and I invite you to come along with me. I'm going to be grateful for whatever it is I get. They thought of me to get something. If it is not something that is within my sphere of things that I like to do, I will simply find a new home for it. I will make sure that it gets to someone who can use and appreciate it. And then I will go get myself something. I'm too old and tired to be sad about holiday gifts. I'm done. Like, even if they get close to the mark this year, they win. That's going to be my attitude that I have going into this. Because if I go into it expecting nothing, then whatever I get will be better than nothing, right? I am divorcing myself of expectations because it's the expectation and then the reality not meeting the expectation that really is the gut punch and makes it really hard for you to be grateful about what you did get, right? It's like, oh, I have talked only about wanting gift cards for fabric for the past 3 years, and I got a bread machine. I could be hurt by that, especially since I can't eat carbs. But, the bread machine, for the times that I do want to make bread, that'll come in handy, right? I don't need to feel some type of way about getting a gift from a person. Gifts are not obligations. If you're like me and you've grown up with the holidays being a really big thing and being a chance to show someone how much they mean to you and having the expectation of raising the bar every year and putting a lot of thought and effort and a lot of the time a lot of stress into choosing and procuring or making the perfect gift. There's a lot that comes with that. There's like 3 months in Bali sort of baggage that can come with that. And I'm giving myself the gift this year of just tossing that away. It's lost baggage. I'm not even going to claim it. It's gone. I'm not doing it anymore. Yes, it can feel like an insult to get something that you don't want and will never use. But I don't want to live in a world where I think that the people who love me enough to get me presents are trying to insult me. That's not what they're trying to do. If I have somebody in my life who wants to get me a gift, but they consistently don't listen to me, then I know that they're doing it for them. And if it makes them happy, then that's what it's all about, right? I love giving gifts. I love making gifts and giving them to people. That brings me joy. So why would I be upset at somebody else's joy when they're giving me a gift? This is going to come off strange, but I'm trying to make my life less about me in that, like, less about how much I dwell about how other people feel about me, and instead just be more secure in the fact that I don't care what other people feel about me. Like, it's nice if they like me, it's nice if they listen to me, but the one who really has to love me and care for me and make sure that I understand what I like is me. I'm giving myself the freedom from expectations this year for this holiday season. And I invite you to join me on that because I'm tired of being sad on what's supposed to be a happy occasion. I'm tired of feeling like I'm ungrateful because I don't feel gratitude for gifts that I have gotten. And I am not obligated to feel gratitude, but I feel better about myself when I feel grateful. I could just sit on it and I could dwell on it and I could think about the bread machine, but it's not going to make me happy. It's not going to change the fact that I got a bread machine and I didn't get a gift certificate for the fabric that I wanted. Or I could just plan my carb eating days to make sure that we have fresh bread from the bread machine, and then go get some fabric for myself because I want it. It doesn't have to be a gift. I don't need a reason to buy fabric. I can't say it in a way that I actually believe it. So, let's rephrase. My reasons for buying fabric are valid. I will ponder thoughtfully on my reasons for buying fabric, fiber, whatever, and I will choose only that which will bring me joy and contentment of the project and process fulfilled, instead of being guilty that I have a trip planned to go buy fabric and I don't have any space to put it because I haven't made enough things this year. We're not into the guilt though. Guilt, go away. I made exactly as many things as I needed to make this year because I had other things going on, and that's okay. I've started thinking about the issues that I have from my youth and my young adulthood and the wounds that I carry with me to this day, holiday time being among them. I've realized that I've just been paying the minimums on feeling those emotions and carrying that debt with me through the entirety of my life. The weight of those expectations, I'm not getting a return on those. They are, in fact, a liability, not an asset. So I have tried this year to make sure that I have embraced those feelings and felt them all the way through and nurtured my inner child to the point where I can let all that go and those wounds can finally heal, and I can just be happy to be in the presence of people that I love this holiday season without any expectation about the gifts, because it's never been about the gifts. It's been about being understood. And I think I've finally come to terms with the fact that no one understands me and no one ever will. I'm the only one who needs to understand me. I'm the only one that needs to understand my motivations. I don't need anyone else to give my character a literary critique. As a gift to myself this holiday season, I am freeing myself from disappointment. I'm freeing myself from obligation. I'm freeing myself from expectation. I'm freeing myself of the weight of others' judgments. And this isn't to say I do what I want, but I do what I want. Right? I am the one who knows what makes me content. I can't expect anybody else to know what makes me content. And I have learned over the years that saying it might not mean anything to anybody else. Everybody's wrapped up in their own story, and it can be really hard for them to look outside their story and realize that you're a supporting character in their story and you're supporting them, so they should support you. I'm not into being the main character anymore. Like, I know we've been obsessed with being the main character for the past few years, but I think I'm gonna become the director. I'm gonna make this production possible. I'm gonna look at the big picture, and I'm going to make decisions that are going to be best for the entirety of the production going forward. And part of that involves not getting sad about holiday presents. I pledge to not let my feelings get hurt by holiday gift giving. I pledge to put some boundaries into place, and if people overstep my boundaries, I'll just remove myself. I pledge to not invest myself in such a way that it makes me feel bad or less than or not enough. That's my gift to myself this year. I'm also giving myself the gift of wearing earplugs, because I found that I get overstimulated and then I can get pretty snappy when I'm overstimulated. My main concern this holiday season is me, because if I have a good holiday season, it's so much easier for me to help other people have a good holiday season. You know, when you're on an airplane and they tell you to put the mask on yourself first, that's the gift I'm giving myself this year. I'm putting myself first, not to the exclusion of other people, but I'm gonna make sure this and this are right, they're square, as best I can. And I will be a happier, more well-adjusted person who can just live in the moment and take life as it comes. And just be happy that people choose to share their time and energy and cheer with me. I have the feeling that at times this is not going to be easy, but I'm worth it. It's taken me a long time to get to the point where I can say that and believe it. I'm worth it. So I'm going to leave on that. I'm doing my best to take care of your friend. Please do me a favor and take care of mine. Please drink some water. Please take some time for yourself. Whether that be messaging a friend that you care about deeply and sitting in the gratitude of them being a blessing on your life, or sequestering yourself in your bedroom and reading a book because you need to detach because you're overstimulated. Do what you need for you. This channel is about crafting a life worth living. And so that's what I'm going to do. And I hope that's what you're going to do as well. Happy holidays. I hope that your holiday season is filled with delight and deliciousness and cheer.